The one-and-done rule in the NBA was created in 2006 because there was a lot of players coming straight from high school to the draft. Some of their careers did not pan out the way they had wished, with players flaming out within a couple years. The one-and-done rule makes it so a player has to be 1 year removed from high school to be eligible for the draft, whether that means playing a year at college or a year overseas. If a player enters the draft and doesn't get drafted, they are not allowed to play college ball again, and if they want to continue their career, they must either play overseas or try out for teams' practice squads. Kobe Bryant is a player that never went to college. He was drafted straight out of high school, and his career turned out to be great. He played for the Lakers for 20 seasons and won 5 championships. LeBron James is another player that was drafted straight out of high school. He has 3 championships and is still playing. Both LeBron and Kobe are in the top 5 scoring all time and are arguably 2 of the best players ever. Kwame Brown is a player that was drafted straight from high school too, but his career never turned out like Kobe's and LeBron's. He was drafted first overall in 2001, ahead of players like Pau Gasol and Tony Parker. He played for 7 different teams and averaged under 10 points and 5 rebounds for his career. Brown may have benefited from a year or 2 in college to develop his game. Fredette was drafted after the one-and-done rule was put into place. He was a top prospect coming out of BYU. He spent 4 seasons in college, but never lived up to his potential in the NBA. He has now been playing in the Chinese Basketball Association, preparing for a possible return to the NBA. Fredette just recently scored 75 points in a game. This proves that college does not always help a player's career. One of the biggest problems with the one-and-done rule is the opportunity for players who are NBA ready to get injured in their 1 year at college. Michael Porter Jr. was one of the top prospects in 2018 coming out of his senior year of high school, but in his first college basketball game at Missouri, he suffered a back injury, which requires surgery, and he missed the entire year. Instead of going first or second in the draft, Porter Jr. fell down to the 13th pick and will probably not play in his rookie season. Nerlens Noel also suffered a detrimental injury in his college days at the University of Kentucky. Another top prospect forced to play a year of college, Nerlens Noel tore his ACL going up for a block. Noel has been in the league a couple of years, but is now playing just as a backup for the Thunder after bouncing around many teams. Some players do not need that year of college because they have already proven they are ready for the NBA. Zion Williamson is a kid who is ready for the NBA. He already weighs more than everyone in the NBA except Boban Marjanovic, who is 7'3", and Williamson is only 18. RJ Barrett is Zion Williamson's teammate at Duke University and is this year's top prospect from high school. Barrett is Steve Nash's godson and is easily ready for the NBA. Williamson and Barrett are now forced to risk their health in college because they cannot go straight to the NBA. In the 2018 NBA Draft, 9 of the first 11 players selected played just 1 year in college. Since the NCAA doesn't pay its players, this 1 year at college is an unpaid year that some of these players could have been using to provide for their family. The NBA uses the players' 1 year at college as a marketing technique so the media will know more about the prospects. The NBA needs to change this outdated rule because it is not in the players' best interest. Give them the opportunity to go to college, but also give the players the opportunity to go straight to the NBA. Injuries in college have proven to be career-changing injuries for players who didn't even need to be in college. This rule does not help the NBA anymore.